Jonathan Baker, Jake Stanford Jr., Chase Shirley, Bryson Warren, Kipton Alley, Jordan West, Cash Cheney, Alex Morales, Landon Gross, Blaine Bryan, and Landon Contreras. And manager Brandon Shirley, assistant coach Tara Chanley, assistant coach Ashley Tillman, and assistant coach Manny Morales. And for Brooksville, Cooper Smith, Dante Mason, Annette Gay, Gunnar Sullivan, Andy Albrecht, Levi Grubbs, Colby Maharan, Zach Toppa, Ben Toppa, Colby DeVary, Tice Andrus, and Tally Stevens. Play ball. Manager Seth Knoll, assistant coach Lee Sullivan, assistant coach Matt Henderson, and assistant coach Travis Bishop. Play ball.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2018 Florida-Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament from Sebring, Florida. We have a winner's bracket game coming up between Brooksville and Desoto. Good afternoon. I'm Mike Rideout. I'll handle the play-by-play of today's game. Also, you could participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes via text message. That number provided on your screen. Area code 352-258-8450. Just don't forget to send them in via text message, 352-258-8450. Winner's bracket game. Brooksville won their only game of the tournament against Hardy on Saturday, 22-20. They received a bye. Desoto has won 2 games, and they won them in big fashion. They've scored a total of 62 runs in their 2 games. 33-22 against San Antonio, 29-5 against Sebring. And we do have some shout-outs coming in. We'll get to those before we get underway here. Miss Bierman is here, Desoto. Let's play ball. Hopefully Mike won't kick me out. LOL. I'll do my best to get to your shout-outs, but keep in mind this game moves quickly. A little tougher to read shout-outs. But send them in. I'll eventually get to them. Here's a shout-out to Johnny Baker of Desoto. So proud of you, Johnny. Bring home that win. Another shout-out. Desoto Team T-Ball. Cash Cheney, number 34. So proud of you and the team. Good luck, guys. You got this. Meemaw from Arcadia, Florida. Thank you for that. Go Desoto. Good luck. Kipton Alley, number 16, from Dan and Susan and Desoto. Appreciate it. And let's go Desoto. Let's go Jonathan Baker from your dad in Arcadia. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. That's how it's done. If you want to send a shout-out, send it via text message to area code 352-258-8450. 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs in via text message. Miles Kilman will lead it off for Desoto, which is wearing the blue tops with the white lettering and numerals, the gray pants. And the first swing of the game is hit left side. The pitcher fields it, throws to first, not in time. So Kilman aboard to lead things off. That will send up Jonathan Baker, the pitcher. Baker grounds this one into left field for a base hit. It's going to put 2 on with nobody out. First and second for Jake Safford Jr.
Now to bat, number 27, Jake Safford Jr.
Final score to pass along in the AAA in 5 innings. Spring Hill National 11, West Volusia 1. West Volusia has been eliminated. Here's a base hit into center field for Jake Safford Jr. He'll pick up an RBI. Kilman's going to score. The throw is second, close but not in time. And Baker also going to come home as DeSoto takes a 2-0 lead.
Now to bat, number 13, Chase Shirley.
There's Chase Shirley. And he swings and hits this one past the second baseman into right center field for a base hit. That'll be an RBI as Safford will score on the play. Shirley rounding second, heading to third. The throw gets away, and he's being waved home. The throw to the plate is away from the catcher, and Shirley will slide in safely with the fourth run of the inning. 4-0 DeSoto here in the top of the first inning. There's a shout out. Good luck to all them DeSoto boys. Proud of all of y'all, especially number 26, Miles Kilman. We'll finish that in just a moment. The base hit into center field for Bryson Warren. He's at first still with nobody out. Good luck to all them DeSoto boys. Proud of all y'all, especially number 26, Miles Kilman, and that number 16, Huck Alley. That's my nephew, y'all. Good luck, Huck. We are so proud of you. Love Sissy and Lexi. Appreciate it, guys. Another shout out. Let's go DeSoto. Make sure you let us know who you are. So not only who's it to, but who's it from. And I always like to know where you guys are listening. Next batter lifts it over the head of the first baseman. That's Kipton Alley. He's got a base hit into right field. Warren goes to second. The throw gets away coming in. That's going to advance the runners up a base. So runners are at second and third. Now it gets away again. And everybody up one more base. So it's 5-0 DeSoto. With a runner at third and nobody out, Jordan West, the number 7 hitter in the order, will bat. Our next shout out. Way to go, Johnny Baker from Nana and Papa. Woohoo Chase from Miss Bierman. Let's go Cash from Dad. Umpires are discussing something that the Brooksville coach doesn't like because he's shaking his head no. Jordan West, right-handed hitter, will bat with a runner at third, and he hits the pitch in the air beyond the second baseman for a base hit. An RBI single for West, and it's now 6-0 DeSoto. The most batters that will bat in an inning is 10, so the most runs that you can score is 10. This will be the 8th batter of the inning, Cash Cheney.
Number 34.
Another shout out. Good hit, Kipton Huck, from your mama here cheering you on. And a swing and a pop up. Just fair down the right field line for a base hit. Runner going to third. West will get there safely. Cheney at first base. So runners are on the corners. Still nobody out for Alex Morales. They've got 2 more that can bat in this inning. Another shout out. Good hit, Jordan West from Kipton's mama. Morales, a right-handed hitter. Swings and grounds this one over to the shortstop, and off his glove, it ricochets into left field. That'll get another run home. Throw goes to second, but the runner was going to third, and they are waving home Cheney. No, he's going to have to go back to third base as it goes to the pitcher. Another run will score, though, to make it 7-0 DeSoto. And this is the 10th and final batter of the inning. Landon Gross to bat. And he hits this one past the first baseman into right field for a base hit. He gets past the right fielder. Morales rounding third. He's coming home. Gross will have to hold at third as the ball goes to the pitcher, and the inning is over. Well, let's see. The Brooksville coach is saying both runners don't score, but I don't believe that to be accurate. That last runner shouldn't score, but the other 2 runs should score. The pitcher didn't have the ball until Gross was at third base. Brooksville not going to win that argument. I really don't know what the argument is there.
That is the 10th batter.
All right, the Brooksville coach is still arguing here. I mean, the Brooksville coach is adamant about this. I've got 9 runs scoring in the inning, so we'll see if we get a dispute.
That was the 10th batter.
And it looks like the run will stand, so the runs will stand. 9 runs come across the plate. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It's DeSoto 9, Brooksville coming to the plate right after this timeout on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
All right, so we head to the bottom of the first. 9-0. DeSoto leads it. And leading things off will be Cooper Smith, the right center fielder. Again, as long as you get the ball to the pitcher in the circle, there are lines indicated on the field. If the player's not beyond that line, he has to go back to the base, previous base. If he's beyond it, he can advance to that next base. And by the time they got the ball to the pitcher, the batter had reached third. The other runners had already come across that line. So 9 runs in the first inning. And Brooksville batting here in the bottom of the first. This is popped up in the infield left side over the head of the shortstop. Base hit for Cooper Smith. He's going to try and stretch it into a double, and he does. Now he's headed to third, and they won't be able to get it to third. So Smith safe at third base to start things off. Back to your shout-outs. Come on, Arcadia. Let's cheer these boys on. Miss Bierman. Good job, DeSoto, from Cash's dad. Great first inning, DeSoto. This is your game. One of y'all's biggest fans, Lindsay. Ground ball right side by Dante Mason, the second. That'll get the run home. The throw to first will be in time. 4-3 put out for the first out of the inning. And it's 9-1 DeSoto. Another shout out. Good luck, Cash. You and your team have done so awesome so far. Keep it up. Don't forget, guys, let us know who you are. It's way when the players go back and listen to it, they'll know who sent the shout out. Emmett Gay will bat from the left side with 1 out. And this one lined off the glove of the pitcher, picked up by the third baseman. His throw to first, not in time. Runner at first with 1 out. Here's Gunnar Sullivan. Another shout out. Let's play some strong defense, boys, from Jonathan's dad in Arcadia. Gunnar Sullivan gets some instruction from his coach. Ball placed on the tee. And he swings and grounds it just outside that circle. That's a fair ball in front of home plate, picked up by the catcher. The throw to first is not in time. Runner's going to go to third and round third, but the ball goes to the pitcher. And that will put runners on the corners for Brooksville. That sends up Andy Albrecht.
Up to bat, number 2, Andy Albrecht.
Albrecht takes a practice half swing. Now he's set and ready, and he hits that one into center field. The throw will go to second, and no, it's dropped. They had him out at second, but it was dropped. So it'll be a base hit and an RBI. Gay will score. Sullivan safe at second, and it's 9-2.
Number 18, Levi Grubbs.
That will send up Levi Grubbs. Right-handed hitter. One out, 2 on. This one hit to the shortstop on a nice convenient hop. They'll go throw to second, but it's dropped at second. Then the runner kicks it into left field. A run will score. Here comes run number 2. Here comes run number 3 to throw to the plate. He's safe at home plate. And it all started when Albrecht kicked the ball. He overran the bag and kicked the ball into left field. So 3 more runs score to make it 9-5. Base is empty with 1 out for Colby Mahuron. Might be some kind of an argument about that ball that was kicked. The runner's not out for kicking the ball, as it was dropped by the second baseman. It's just a live play. It was fortunate because he overran the bag, kept running straight ahead, and if that ball doesn't get kicked, they may have been able to pick it up and tag him out. Instead, he was safe. So it's a 4-run game. 9-5 is our score. And Colby Mahuron, the batter, and he grounds it up the middle and, well, knocked down by the shortstop, but it will kind of get into short center field for a base hit. 8th batter coming up here in the inning.
To bat, number 6, Zach Talpa.
Zach Talpa will bat. Brooksville down 4 here in the bottom of the first inning. Game scheduled for 6. Another shout out, bring home the win, Desoto, and a special shout out to Kipton Huck from your Trimron family. Thank you, guys. Shake it off, Desoto. Come on, talk it up, Miss Bierman. Talpa eyes it and lines it over the head of the shortstop into center field for a base hit. Mahuron rounding second. He's headed to third. A throw will go to the pitcher. He'll call timeout, but Zach Talpa goes to second on the play. Second and third with 1 out.
Number 10, Ben Talpa.
Another shout out. This is to Johnny Baker, DeSoto T-ball from his grandma and pop in Monroe, North Carolina. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be heading to Lumberton, North Carolina in a couple of weeks for the World Series. Not the T-ball World Series, but they'll have machine pitch, coach pitch, and then a few days after that ends, AAA, Ozone, and Majors. Ben Talpa, the batter. And he pops this one up over the head of the pitcher. Picked up at second. The throw to first. Got him. Close play. The second runner coming home. The throw will go to the pitcher. It's 2 RBI for Talpa. And the 10th and final batter of the inning will now come up as it's 9-7. 2 outs, base is empty. 9-7 our score. Colby DeVary grounds it to second. Second baseman throws it to the pitcher. That's all you really need to do if it's a 10th batter. He didn't even attempt to throw it to first, which is fine. You get the batter out ultimately with a throw back to the pitcher. So, Brooksville answers with 7 runs in the bottom of the first. And as we head to the top of the second, it's now DeSoto 9, Brooksville 7 here on ShockJive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Well, if you're looking for a place to stay while in Sebring, try the Inn on the Lakes. You will enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing. With more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated guest rooms and suites, you can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. At Inn on the Lakes, you'll be afforded all the comforts of home in addition to stunning views that overlook the lakes and the finest hospitality around. First batter pops it up to second. Now one hops a glove. The second baseman who throws it to first, but it gets by the first baseman. And Tice Ambrose, this is Blaine Bryan, rather, is going to go over to third. They're waving him home as the ball went into left field. The throw home is over the head of the catcher. Off to the right. And it's now 10-7 DeSoto. For more information about the Inn on the Lakes, you can find them online at INNOnTheLakes.com, or call 1-800-531-5253. That's 800-531-5253. Next batter, Landon Contreras, grounds it to the pitcher. Throw to first will be in time. 1-3 put out for the first out. That will send us to the top of the order. There's Miles Kilman. And this one hit back to the pitcher. The throw to first gets by the first baseman. Kilman will go to second. The throw to second gets away. He's being waved home now as he rounds third, and he will score. Kilman makes it 11-7. That'll send up Jonathan Baker. 1 out, base is empty. Timeout call by Brooksville as they regroup the troops. There's a shout out that says, go Blaine Bryan, number 41 from Mama. Thank you, Mama. Another shout out. Awesome hit, Miles, from Trenton. (11-7) our score. We're in the top of the second inning. Left-handed hitting. Jonathan Baker hits this one past the third baseman off his glove, I believe, and looked down for a moment. But Baker is safe at first with 1 out.
Now to bat, number 27, Jake Safford Jr.
And that'll send out Jake Safford Jr. Right-handed hitter. Another shout out, come on, Johnny, from Miss Bierman. This one's popped up into center field. It's going to drop. Center fielder tried to make an attempt but couldn't come up with it. Baker being waved home, going around third. He will score, but they will send Safford, who had gone to third, back. Actually, they're going to send them both back. Thought Baker had gotten across the line, but he must have been right there at the line. So runners at second and third with one out. As Chase Shirley steps in, and Shirley pops it up to the pitcher. The catch is made. Runner got off at third base, but no throw back to third. And that will be your second out of the inning. 2 gone for Bryson Warham. Another shout out. Awesome Jonathan Baker from Nana and Papa in Thomasville, North Carolina. Got a couple of people in North Carolina. And a line shot, backhanded and caught on a low line drive right around the shoelaces by the pitcher. Heck of a play by Levi Grubbs as he takes away a hit for the third and final out. Desoto able to plate a couple of runs. And as we head to the bottom of the second, it's Desoto 11, Brooksville 7 here on ShockJive.com.
What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game. And all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do. And it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
All right, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Leading it off for Brooksville will be Tyson Ambrose, and he hits the ball over to the shortstop, who fires it across, not in time. It gets by the first baseman. That's going to send Ambrose to second. He's rounding second and heading to third. The throw will go to the pitcher, and he'll stop there. Another shout out. Come on, Brooksville. You got this, from Megan and Dallas. Thank you, guys. Go DeSoto. Go Kipty Huck, number 16 from Aunt Anna in Tennessee. All right. Glad to get these texts from outside the Sunshine State. Tally Stevens, the batter. She lines it up and swings and grounds it over to third. Off the glove of the third baseman. He'll have no throw. And it's 11-8 as a run will score for Brooksville. That'll send us to the top of the order. Cooper Smith. The manager for Brooksville, Seth Noe, assisted by Lee Sullivan, Matt Peterson, and Travis Bishop. Brandon Shirley, the manager for DeSoto, assisted by Tara Cheney, Ashley Kilman, and Manny Morales. Runner at first with nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. Game scheduled for 6. 11-8. Brooksville batting down 3. That ball hit into left field for a base hit by Cooper Smith. Stevens going to third. They're waving Stevens home. The throw to the plate. Actually, they throw it to the pitcher, but past the pitcher. And that's going to get Smith to third. Now Smith coming home, and Smith going to get tagged out by the catcher. They were trying to send him back. Bryce Warham came over and made the play. Good play as they retire Cooper Smith. A run will score to make it 11-9. Base is empty now with one out. Sends up the left-handed hitting Dante Mason, who grounds it over to second. Scooped up by the second baseman, who fires it to first, but it's dropped at first. One out, one on for Emmett Gay, left-handed hitter. Another shout out. Let's go DeSoto from Cash's dad. Gay, a lefty. Pops it up to third, but over the head of the third baseman. That'll be a base hit. And that will put 2 on with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second. Brooksville has the tying run on base, the go-ahead run at the plate. 11-9 the score. DeSoto out in front, timeout called by DeSoto. That was their manager out to the field to talk with all the players. Well, at least all the infielders. The outfielder is going to stay put. Another shout out. Come on, DeSoto, get your heads in the game. Mason at second base, Gay at first for Brooksville. 2 on with 1 out for Gunnar Sullivan. We're down to the final 5 teams in the T-ball state tournament. Brooksville and DeSoto, Okeechobee, which will play the winner, Avon Park, which will play the winner of that on Wednesday, and West Volusia, who will play the loser of this one. Right-hander grounds it past the third baseman into left field. That one is going to roll for a while. 2 runs will score on the play. Gunnar Sullivan going to third, and he's coming home. Sullivan will score on the inside of the park home run. The shortstop tried to call timeout, but he doesn't have an authority to do so unless he's in front of that lead runner. So 3 runs will score on the play. And just like that, Brooksville is out in front, 12-11. 12-11, Brooksville here in the second inning. Popped up to second, into and out of the glove. Andy Albrecht will reach base safely. And the throw gets away. He's going to go to second. There's Levi Grubbs. Grubbs lines it up. A right-hander pops it up to the shortstop, but over his head. He came in a few steps and went over his head. Albrecht is going to score to make it 13-11. RBI single for Levi Grubbs.
Number 7, Kobe Mahona.
Ninth batter to come to the plate, so they've got 2 more that can bat in this inning. Another shout out, let's go Bulldogs. Landon Contreras, you got this. We are proud of you. Love Joey, Megan, and the kids. Thank you, guys. Shake it off, DeSoto. We have this. No harm done. Miss Bierman. Ninth batter of the inning. Colby Mahuron, the batter. And Mahuron lines it past the second baseman. The runner held up, thinking it might be caught. The throw to second off the glove of the shortstop. The runner didn't stop running. Now rounding third, but he'll go back to third as the ball goes to the pitcher. That will put runners on the corners. This is the 10th batter of the inning. 1 out. Zach Talpa will bat. 13-11. Brooksville up 2. Trying to plate at least 1 run. 1 more run. Maybe 2. Maybe 3. 3 would be the max, obviously, with 2 on and the runner at the plate. All you have to do is get the ball to the pitcher, though. Talpa lines it up from the right side and hits it into center field for a base hit. So Grubbs will score. Mahuron was slow to get to third, but he's being waved home as the throw gets away. And a race to the plate, and he is tagged out. Nice play. I think that last run counts, though. Tally, because that was only the second out, Tally made the play to get Mahuron, but Talpa scored as well, so I believe that last run will score. So by my count, that would make it 15-11. We'll head to the top of the third. Back with more baseball right after this.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
All right, just confirming that the runs did in fact count. The previous runner, next to last runner, did not. As I mentioned, he was tagged out. But after the tag out, the other runner was coming back behind that run and scored because she didn't get the ball to the pitcher. So that ended the second. The bottom of the second is 15-11 as we head now to the top of the third. There's a base hit to right field to begin. Maybe, let's see, the throw goes to first and it gets away. Tipton Alley let it off with a base hit. Now he's going to go to second on the errant throw. So a runner at second to lead off this top of the third inning.
Now to bat, number 7, Jordan West.
That'll send up Jordan West. Singled in a run last time up. 15-11 Brooksville over Desoto. Ground ball right side past the pitcher. Off the glove, the second baseman who from his knees tries to throw out the runner. Not in time. The runner at third is going to come home. Alley will score. And that will make it 15-12.
Now number 34, Cash Cheney.
Sends up Cash Cheney. Singled his last time up, and he gets another base hit over the glove of the second baseman into right field for a base hit. West is rounding second. He's headed to third. Now he's rounding third as the throw went to third. He's coming home. The throw will go to the pitcher. So West will score. Cheney will be sent back to second.
Now to bat, number 1, Alex
And
Morrow.
it's 15-13 now. Still nobody out. And Alex Morales fouls it off for strike one. So Alley and West scoring. Cheney at second. And a swing and another foul ball. There's a shout out that says, "Go Kip, good hit, love Dad," and DeSoto. Swung on and hit to the pitcher, but halfway between the pitcher's mound and the plate, but fielded by the pitcher. The throw to first will be in time. Good play by Levi Grubbs. However, on the play, Cheney with good speed, able to come all the way around and score. It'll be an RBI for Morales. The base is now empty as they record the first out, and it's a run to make it a one-run game. 15-14 here in the top of the third. That will send out Landon Gross where the base is empty, and Gross grounds it in front of home plate. Beyond that circle, fair ball, and the throw by the pitcher over the head of the first baseman. Gross will go to second. He's rounding second, heading to third. The throw comes into the pitcher, and that'll keep him at third base. One out, runner at third, tying run at third. Another shout out, way to go, Landon, Aunt Cherry and Uncle Jeff. And the kids love you, Landon, and we are very proud of you. Let's get it done. Thank you, guys. Final score to pass along from the Ozone tournament after this play. A base hit into center field for Blaine Bryan. That will drive home Gross. Bryan going to second, and they're going to throw and tag him out. Not sure why they were trying to send him there. Well, I'm sure they weren't trying to send him. Maybe not. Who knows? But he tried to stretch it into a double and was thrown out for the second out. But he did drive in the tying run, and we're tied at 15. Here's the number 12 hitter in the order, Landon Contreras. Final score in the Ozone State Tournament, Sebring 8, Spring Hill National 3. Ball hit first base line and picked up by the pitcher. Throw to first will be in time. 1-3 put out to end the inning. 4 runs come across the plate for DeSoto. And as we head to the bottom of the third, it's now DeSoto 15, Brooksville 15, right here on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Now we head to the bottom of the third. Substitutions being made for Brooksville. Tally Stevens, Ben Talpa getting in, actually Zach Talpa among those getting into the game. 15-15 our score as we head to the bottom of the third here in the Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament. This is a winner's bracket game, so no one will be eliminated in this game. Another shout out, let's go DeSoto. Keep fighting. We are all cheering for you from Jonathan's dad in Arcadia. Here in the bottom of the third, Ben Talpa will lead it off. Nine, 10, and 11 due up. Another shout out. Let's hold them, DeSoto. Miss Spearman. Well, they've exchanged tees. So I guess they had the wrong tee up there. I'll extend it up a little bit higher to the belt loop as he puts his belt up to the top of the tee. Let his coach know that's where he wants it. And Ben Talpa puts that bat on the ball, puts the bat behind his shoulder, and swings and hits it on the ground to the shortstop. The throw to first will not be in time. An infield hit for Ben Talpa. The throw gets away, but not far enough to advance the runner who was trying to advance on the play. They could have thrown it back to first, but instead will throw it to the pitcher. They'll keep Ben Talpa at first base. That will send up Colby DeVary. Right-handed hitter. He hits it into right field for a base hit. Talpa on his way to third. He's being waved home. DeVary rounding third. He's coming home, and he will score as they get the ball to the pitcher a little bit late. Two-run play to give Brooksville the lead again at 17-15. So the base is empty for the number 11 hitter, Tice Ambrose. Right-handed hitter, eyes it, and swings and hits it past the pitcher, scooped up by the third baseman in front of his shortstop. The throw brought the first baseman off the bag, but a good effort on a stretch at first base by Cash Cheney. Runner at first with nobody out. That will send up Tally Stevens. She'll bat for the right side. Tally swings and lines it to third, into and out of the glove of the third baseman. The throw will go to second, but the second baseman wasn't looking. They had the out. Instead, the throw goes into right field. And Ambrose is going to score. If the throw gets away, that's going to advance Stevens all the way over to third. The throw almost hit her. It goes into left field, and now Tally will score. So 2-run score on the play to give Brooksville a 19-15 lead. Nobody out. We'll head to the top of the order. Here's Cooper Smith. Timeout call by DeSoto. They'll have a meeting with the infielders. Another shout out. Settle down, DeSoto. Miss Bierman. Once again, folks, if you would like an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, it's only $5 per game. Just email info@jockjive.com. That's info, info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you want to have for a lifetime. So, base is empty. Nobody out. Top of the order, Cooper Smith bats. Brooksville up 4, 19-15. We're in the bottom of the third, game scheduled for 6. And a swing and a foul ball as he hits the tee. Another shout out. Come, Coach Shirley, get them boys calmed down. Smith hits this one into center field for a base hit. Cooper on his way to second, and he'll get there safely standing up. Brooksville up 4, 19-15. DeSoto had a 9-0 lead. They now trail by 4. Dante Mason will bat. Brooksville with 7 in the first, 8 in the second. And the lefty Mason hits it into left field for a base hit. It gets by the left fielder, and that's going to roll for a while. Smith will score easily. And Mason, with good speed, he will score easily. 21-15, Brooksville. He may be one of the fastest players in the tournament. Mason was with really good speed, blazing speed there. 6 runs in this inning. And here's Emmett Gay, left-handed hitter. They're 6 for 6 on batters. The left-hander hits this one over the head of the third baseman into left field for a base hit. He takes a wide turn at first, almost went to second, but they will throw it to the pitcher. And he'll go back to first. That will send up Gunnar Sullivan. Still with nobody out. Eighth batter of the inning. Right-handed hitter. Angles towards the right side and hits it to the right side into right field for a base hit. Gay heading to third. They're waving him home, but the throw will go to the pitcher, and he'll have to go back to third. That will put runners on the corners for Andy Albrecht. Albrecht has scored twice today, right-handed hitter. Sizes it up and lines it off the glove of the pitcher. Near the bag at second, picked up by the second baseman. He's going to tag out the runner, but the throw gets away, and that's going to get the runner to second base. And the throw to second gets away. That's going to send the runner home. No, he's going to have to go back to third as the throw goes to the pitcher. So 2 runs will score on the play. And Albrecht ends up at third base. It's 23-15. Is that what you got? Levi Grubbs, the batter. And he hits this one into center field for a base hit. And that will score the run. They just have to get it to the pitcher. This is the 10th batter of the inning. Well, the pitcher doesn't have the ball. Now he does. First baseman went in the circle. But you got to have it in the pitcher's hand. And they finally do. And that will do it here. And what an inning it was. As 9 runs come across the plate. And it's 24-15 Brooksville as we head to the top of the 4th.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
So we move to the top of the 4th. Brooksville with a 9-run lead, 24-15 15. The Summer of Dixie still underway. Between now and mid-August, Jock Jive will be streaming all of the rest of this tournament, plus the AAA and Ozone State tournaments, the Dixie Baseball 15 and under and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series, the AA, AAA, Ozone, and Majors World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. Also, if you're looking for class and comfort all rolled up into one luxurious hotel but very affordable package, then you'll want to stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott, located on Tubbs Road in Sebring. They are near everything that makes a stay convenient and enjoyable. Their service is second to none, and the Residence Inn is staffed by people who genuinely care about the youth of our community and aren't afraid to show it. The Residence Inn in Sebring. Come take up residence with us. Only about 5 minutes from the ballpark. Also, don't forget the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring. Check them out online, innonthelakes.com, or call 800-531-5253. We recommend both of those hotels if you're coming to Sebring. Here in the top of the fourth will be the top of the order. Miles Kilman leads it off, and he pops it up on a line drive to the third baseman. It's caught for the first out of the inning. One swing, one out. That will send up Jonathan Baker. Well, we're back at it tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the T-Ball State Tournament. 11 and 1 are game times on Tuesday. As this one's hit over the head of the left fielder. That ball hit well by Baker. He's quickly rounding first, on his way to second. The throw gets away. So he's now heading to third. The throw to third, and he will stay there. Desoto with a runner at third and one out here in the top of the fourth inning. That will send up Jake Safford Jr. Well, tomorrow at 11 a.m. it will be West Volusia and the loser of this game. And then at 1 o'clock it will be a winner's bracket game between the winner of this game and Okeechobee. So 11 and 1 p.m. are game times tomorrow. Safford hits this one in the air over the head of the second baseman. That'll get a run home. And he gets by the right center fielder. A hit. And Safford rounding second, quickly heading to third. He'll get there standing up. That'll make it 24-16. One out with a runner at third. And that will send up Chase Shirley. Our score, 24-16. Chase Shirley is the batter. And this is popped up and caught at second. Heck of a play. The runner's tagging up and coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. That'll be a sac fly and an RBI, but a good catch. Backhanded there by the second baseman. I believe that is Emmett Gay. So the run will score to make it 24-17. And this one lined by Bryson Warham off the pitcher's leg. He's just shaken up a little bit. We'll check on him as timeout is called. Let's hope he's okay. He's holding his left leg. More like his shin, left shin. I believe that's still Levi Grubbs. All the players on one knee, showing some sportsmanship here, including the team batting. 2 outs in the inning with a runner at first. 24-17, Brooksville leads it. We're in the top of the fourth. Game scheduled for 6. More shout-outs. Go, Johnny, go. Nice hit from your dad in Arcadia. Come on, Desoto. Stay alive. You got this, kids. There's a big shout-out to the boys, especially Landon Contreras. Proud of you guys. Love Aunt D. Grubbs is on his feet, and he shakes his hand, says he's okay. He's toughing it out and gets a hand from the fans. Round of applause. Although he still has his hands on his knees, he's shaking up. That'll probably leave a mark. He'll be able to go home with a nice souvenir. Bryson Warham, let's see, is at first base after the hit. And now Kipton Alley to the plate. Shirley. And a swing, and Alley hits the tee for strike one. Alley hits this one down the right field line. That's going to drop in fair territory for a base hit. Warham rounding second, going to third. And the throw actually comes home. They keep the runner at third, but on the throw, Alley goes to second. So second and third for Desoto with 2 outs. That will send up 7th batter of the inning, number 7, Jordan West. Warham at third base, Alley at second. West grounds it foul to first. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Desoto down 7. Another shout out, let's go Desoto. You boys keep your heads up. That is from Blaine Bryan's mama. And a ball hit into left field for a base hit. That's going to get 1 run home. Here comes Alley with a second run. Kipton will score as Jordan West drives in 2 to make it 24-19. So a 2-out rally by Desoto. They're within 5. And this ball hit in front of home plate, but outside the circle. That's a fair ball. The pitcher, Grubbs, picks it up. He's going to run to the circle to get the timeout, but the other runner, West, will be allowed to take third base. And that will put runners on the corners for Alex Morales. And Morales sends a bouncing ball off the glove of the shortstop, or the third baseman rather, picked up by the shortstop, who throws it away. A run will score. Here comes run number 2 as the throw gets away again. And on the play, Morales rounding the bag at third. He's coming home, but the throw goes to the pitcher. He wasn't more than halfway, and he'll have to go back to third. 10th batter of the inning coming up. 2 more runs score to make it 24-21. Timeout call by Brooksville. Runner at third. So a conference inside the pitcher's mound. Everybody, the infielders and outfielders gathered in on this conversation. Coach probably just letting them know, hey guys, 10th batter coming out. Just make sure you get the ball to the pitcher to end the inning here. Runner at third with 2 outs. So whichever comes first, an out, or getting the ball to the pitcher inside the circle will end the inning. Landon Gross, the batter, and he grounds it to second. The throw will go to first, and they get the out, which is even better because the run won't be allowed to score on the force. 4-3 put out to end the inning. But in the inning, 6 runs come across the plate. And as we head to the bottom of the 4th, it's now Brooksville 24, DeSoto 21. You're listening to live coverage of the 2018 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament here on Jock Jive.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series? What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
All right, we have a stoppage in play, a question about the score. The Brooksville scorekeeper had 20 runs instead of 21, but the coaches will have to question this, not the official scorekeeper or the scorekeeper for them. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth. And our score 24-21. So we'll let them discuss that, and looks like we're going to have a stoppage in play. Someone will have to come up to the press box and question that. But it looks like they're going to let it slide for now. Maybe they got the answer they needed. Colby Mahuron will lead it off, right-handed hitter. And he grounds it past the pitcher. Picked up at the shortstop position. The throw to first gets by the first baseman. And that will send Mahuron over to second. Zach Talpa will bat.
Number 6, Zach Talpa.
Talpa with a couple of hits today. Also a couple of runs scored. Ball placed down on the tee. He'll bat from the right side as he lines it up and pops it up into center field for a base hit. That's going to get Mahuron home. Talpo goes to second. It's an RBI double to make it 25-21.
Now to bat, number 10, Ben Talpa.
That will send up Ben Talpa. Talpa at second, Talpa at the plate. Another shout out. Good double kipped in. Love Dad and Desoto. Another shout out. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go Desoto from Johnny's dad in Arcadia. This ball hit to the shortstop. The throw high, but in time. The first baseman comes down on the bag. 6-3 put out. It's an RBI for Ben as he drives in brother Zach. And it's 26-21. That's also the first out of the inning. Here's Colby DeVary. Well, this is an important inning for Desoto, as we have 2 more innings to play, but that will put a lot of pressure on Desoto to score if Brooksville has a big inning. Currently, Brooksville leading by 5. DeVary with an inside the park home run last time up, 2-run homer. And he hits this into right field for a base hit. Throw goes to first, and it gets by the first baseman. Colby rounding second, heading to third. He'll get there safely standing up. And the throw actually got away from the pitcher. He's going to throw it home, not in time. It gets by the catcher. And Brooksville adds another run. It's 27-21. Looks like we're the last game of the day here. AAA and Ozone games are over for the day. Another shout out. Let's go to Desoto from Cash's dad. Base is empty with one out. Right-handed hitting Tice Ambrose swings and grounds it to third. The throw across on the money and in time. 5-3 put out for the second out. So with two outs, that will send up the number 12 hitter in the order, Tally Stevens. The chant of Tally as she steps in right side. Tally put it in play last time and came all the way around to score on a couple of errant throws. She pops it up to the shortstop, but it is caught for the third and final out. That will do it for Brooksville here in the fourth. They plate 3 more runs. And as we head to the fifth, it's now Brooksville 27, DeSoto 21. You're listening to live coverage of the 2018 Dixie Youth Baseball T-Ball State Tournament right here on JockJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires. So be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Well, be sure to follow Jock Jive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we're at Jock Jive, and on Facebook, simply put Jock Jive Sports in the search engine. We give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with Jock Jive Sports. And send your shout-outs and best wishes there. Congratulations, etc. As we post the scores of each game, feel free to make comments there as well. Don't forget, if you want to download a copy of this game or any game during this week's tournaments, they're only $5 per game. Just email info@jockjive.com and tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info, I-N-F-O, info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. Top of the fifth, 27-21, Brooksville on top of DeSoto. In this winner's bracket game, we're down to the final 5 teams. West Volusia will play the loser tomorrow morning at 11. The winner will play Okeechobee tomorrow afternoon at 1. Brooksville takes the field now. Go back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Way to hold them, DeSoto. Another shout-out. Come on, DeSoto. You can do this. Let's go. Jonathan Baker's Nana. Blaine Bryan set to lead it off. Batters 11, 12, and 1. Here in the top of the fifth. Still waiting on the batter. And the coach. There they come. Out of the third base dugout.
Now to bat, number 41, Blaine Bryan.
Bryan steps in right side as his coach places the ball on the tee. And the first one is swung on and missed for strike 1. Bryan gets set, swings, and lines it to second, but dropped. Picked up and thrown to first in time for the out. So they get him anyway. 4-3 put out, one away. And it was a low line drive right above the shoelaces. But they still get the out, one away here in the top of the fifth, and that will send up Landon Contreras. Desoto has scored at least 2 runs in every inning. And swung on a ground ball just outside the circle in front of home plate. The pitcher fields it, throws to first, not in time. That'll be an infield hit for Contreras. We'll head to the top of the order with 1 out. Miles Kilman will bat.
Now to bat, number 26. Miles Kilman.
Kilman hits this one on the ground on a hop to second. The second baseman flips to the shortstop, but late, and it gets by the shortstop. The runner's going to third. They'll throw it to the pitcher, but it gets away from the pitcher, and that's going to get a run home. And Kilman ends up at third base. Contreras will score to make it 27-22. Five-run game. Jonathan Baker hits the first, or swings at his first swing, hit into left field. Dropped by the left fielder. The throw to second gets away. So Baker now rounding second, heading to third, and throw does go to the pitcher. I think he's going to be allowed third base. He was beyond that line, that stripe. So another run will score to make it 27-23. And the next batter, Jake Safford Jr., hits it into right field for a base hit. He's rounding first, heading to second. The throw to second, close, but not in time. 27-24. DeSoto inches their way closer with 1 out. 6th batter of the inning. Here's Chase Shirley. And Shirley pops it up to first, caught, runner tags, and goes to third. That is the 2nd out of the inning. And Bryson Warham will now bat with 2 outs and a runner down at third. 27-24, Brooksville on top of DeSoto here in this winner's bracket game. A line drive to the shortstop and down to his knees. The catch is made for the 3rd and final out. Good play by Andy Albrecht to end the inning. DeSoto, though, able to plate 3 runs. They keep it interesting. It's a 3-run game as we head to the bottom of the 5th here on Jock Jive.
We invite your support and contributions to the Dixie Youth Scholarship Fund. Offering financial assistance to hundreds of former players was not accomplished easily. Funds for these scholarships came from many sources, including donations. We ask you to consider making a contribution and by doing so, help more graduates from Dixie Youth Leagues to continue their education. All money collected for the Scholarship Fund is given for scholarships. No funds are kept for administrative purposes. If you would be interested in knowing more about the scholarship program, contact one of the officials at this tournament. They will provide information and explain what to do. On behalf of those who have received scholarships in the past years, may we express our appreciation for your support of the scholarship program. Thanks to you, it's working.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. The game is scheduled for 6. However, if Brooksville were to score 8 runs, they would win the game in this inning. Don't forget to subscribe to the Jock Jive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel. And you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. Coming your way this fall to jockjive.com. SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball. Tuskegee football, ACCC Game of the Week. Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports. Desoto making some defensive changes. It will be the top of the order for Brooksville. (27-24), Brooksville by 3 here in the bottom of the 5th. Day 3 of the tournament. If necessary, we'll play a game Thursday morning at 9. But the tournament could end Wednesday afternoon. Cooper Smith will lead it off. He'll bat for the right side with the bases empty. He looks left and hits it left into left field for a base hit. He'll take the turn but hold it first with a leadoff single. That will send out Dante Mason, who drove in 2 runs with a hit last time up as part of a 9-run third inning. Again, if they score 8, they win it. If not, we'll go to the 6th. But they can certainly put pressure on Desoto by scoring a bunch of runs here and forcing Desoto to score a bunch of runs in their final at bat. Mason will bat from the left side. He angles towards the left, looks left, and he pops it up into left field for a base hit. The ball gets by the left fielder. Rounding second, Cooper Smith heading to third. Long throw in to the pitcher, who will have to run to the circle and get the timeout, but a run will score on the play. And it's 28-24, Brooksville. On the play, Mason ended up at third base. That'll send up Emmett Gay. Number 99, left-handed hitter. Runner at third with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brooksville looking to stay unbeaten in the T-Ball State Tournament. Now he's going to angle towards the right side, and he grounds it into right field. There will be a play at first, but it's not in time. Wide of the bag. He rounds the bag at first. He's headed to second. The throw to second. The tag. The ball came out of the glove of the shortstop. He's still running around third as they throw it to the pitcher and get the timeout. So another run will score on RBI for Gay, who ends up at third. It's now 29-24, Brooksville. Gunnar Sullivan will bat. Right-handed hitter. Sullivan puts it in play, pops it up over the head of the shortstop in the outfield, base hit. On RBI single as Gay will score to make it 30-24. Still nobody out.
Number 2, Andy.
That sends out the number 5 hitter in the order, Andy Albrecht. A 6-run lead. Albrecht lines it up. Swings and hits it past the second baseman into right center field for a base hit. Rounding second, Sullivan on his way to third. Albrecht going to go to second, but he'll have to go back to first as the throw goes to the pitcher. That will put runners on the corner, still with nobody out, for Levi Grubbs. Well, Desoto had scored 62 runs in their first 2 games, but they trail by 6 here in their third game. Brooksville keeping the pressure on. Grubbs singled in a run last time up. He pops this one up to the pitcher. It hits the ground. The pitcher picks it up, fires it to first. He got him? Yes. The throw now goes past the pitcher, and that's going to allow another runner to come home. Sullivan had scored initially. Albrecht will score on the play. And it's now 32-24. Well, good news is that is the first out, and the bases are empty. Colby Mahuron will bat. DeSoto needs some outs. They cannot afford to give up 3 more runs. You can give up 2 and still have a chance in the final inning. But you can't give up 3. Back to your shout-outs. DeSoto, you guys got this. Miss Bierman yelling loud at home. Come on, boys. Huron bats from the right side. And he lines it past the shortstop, behind the bag at second, and into center field for a base hit. One out, one on for Zach Talpa. 32-24, Brooksville here in the bottom of the 5th. The winner will play Okeechobee tomorrow afternoon at 1. The loser will play West Volusia tomorrow morning at 11. And a line drive past the third baseman into left field. Your Huron rounds second, heading to third. Now he's rounding third and coming home. I think he'll have to go back as the throw went to the pitcher. Let's see. Yeah, they're telling Huron to go back to third. He was headed towards the dugout. Talpa, though, reaches second base. That will put runners at second and third with 1 out. For the number 9 hitter in the order, Ben Talpa. So they can bat 2 more and try to win the game. Talpa eyes it and swings and hits a tee for strike 1. Even if they don't get to 11, it's a lot of pressure on DeSoto in the final inning. That's a ball hit right in front of the pitcher's mound on the first base side. The pitcher is not going to make an attempt to throw the ball. Well, let's see. I thought that was the 9th batter of the inning. Not sure what's happening here. The players have run off the field as timeout was called. Does that run score? All right, we're going to try and call the home plate umpire and let him know that that was only the 9th batter of the inning. That was let him know.
Hey, what's the score?
All right, we have a delay here as we let him know, the home plate umpire, that was only the 9th batter of the inning. That was Ben. So the question is, they get that timeout, but did that run score from third? So they batted 9. They need to bat 10. Brooksville's on the field, but they should be batting. That was the 9th batter of the inning. So we'll try and let them sort this out. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more baseball from Sebring right after this.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories. The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards. Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players in scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the Triple-A Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series? Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
All right, we've gotten things straightened out. The Desoto team is back out on the field. This is the 10th batter coming up, Colby DeVary. The run scored on the last play, that was Mihuron. Zach Talpa was at third base. Ben Talpa was the one who made it to first when the pitcher ran to the circle. And here is DeVary with runners on the corners and only one out. The 10th batter. So this is the final batter of the inning. And the right-hander hits this one in the air. Now it hits the ground to the first baseman, who will throw to the pitcher and end the inning. However, a run will score. Zach Talpa will score to make it 34-24. It's a 10-run game, which that means that every batter will have to score in the top of the 6th inning for Desoto. But, yes, I'm saying there is a chance. We'll be back for the 6th right after this.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
All right, we head to the final inning. Desoto needs 10. There's still a chance. There's a shout out. Let's go, Brooksville. Bring it back home from Dallas Dunn. The good news is this is a winner's bracket game, not an elimination game, so both teams will be playing tomorrow. But certainly the pressure is on as DeSoto must plate everyone that comes up. Don't forget, if you'd like to purchase a copy of this game or any game, a downloadable audio copy is available for only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card, and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com. First batter hits it into right field for a base hit, and the throw gets away to first, and that will send Kipton Alley to second. He's rounding second, going to third, and he'll get there safely. Well, you can't score 10 unless you score 1, so a good start for DeSoto. And we'll send up Jordan West. Jordan West grounds the ball to second, off the glove of the second baseman. The throw to first, not in time. It gets by the first baseman, and West will go to second. It's 34-25. If an out is recorded, the game would be over. Cash Cheney, right-handed hitter, steps in and hits this one on a hop over the glove of the first baseman into right field. The throw to first from right field is not in time. It was a close play, and then the throw gets away, but the runner will hold it first. However, West will score. Well, now the runner's going to go to second. So Cheney waited for a while and finally went to second, and it's 34-26. So there's still hope for DeSoto. Alex Morales will be the batter. Right-handed hitter swings and hits the tee for strike one. Thanks to all the shout-outs today. There have been a bunch of them. We appreciate it, guys. A swing and a ball hit past the first baseman and into right field for a base hit. Throw gets away. Runner going to second as the run scores. And Morales will be able to take his base at second. So it's 34-27. Give DeSoto credit. They're battling here. Landon Gross to the plate. And he hits it on the ground to second. This could do it. The throw to first is caught, and the ball game is over. 4-3 put out. As the runner comes home, they're going to send him back to third, and that will be the ball game. 34-27, as they mathematically cannot catch up, and the game is over. You got to let him know. They needed to score 10. If an out was recorded, they wouldn't be able to come back, and it is final now. Official, as the umpires call the game. DeSoto falls by the final score of 34-27. Brooksville advances in the winner's bracket. We'll keep it right here so you can hear our most valuable player and sportsmanship winners. And then we'll sign off and get ready for day 4 tomorrow. Players shaking hands. All right, they've got to send down an MVP and sportsmanship medal. So we'll be briefly delayed here. Brooksville will advance in the winner's bracket and play Okeechobee tomorrow afternoon at 1. DeSoto will drop into the loser's bracket, and they will play West Volusia tomorrow morning at 11. Our coverage, we may have finished later today, but we start later tomorrow. The AAA and Ozone tournaments, I believe, all start at 10. We'll start at 11 tomorrow, so make sure you make a note of that. West Volusia and DeSoto at 11 a.m. Brooksville and Okeechobee will be at 1 p.m. They run the medals down now, so stand by. Five teams remaining in the tournament. Brooksville, Okeechobee, Avon Park, West Volusia, and DeSoto. All right, the Sportsmanship Award.
For the Sportsmanship Award, number 99, Emmett Gay.
Goes to nope, it goes to number 99, Jonathan Baker. Jonathan Baker. Hold on. I think they're going to give it to somebody else. Well, they need to bring the young man out and just show us his number. Certainly make it more easier to do that. All right, so Miles Kilman is going to be given the Sportsmanship Award.
For the Sportsmanship from DeSoto, number 26, Miles Kilman.
Miles Kilman, given the Sportsmanship Award. It's a high five from the umpire.
And for Brooksville, the MVP is the entire team.
The entire team named the MVP for Brooksville. Okay. That's going to do it for our coverage. We do have a couple of shout-outs, and then we'll sign off. Good game, DeSoto. Arcadia loves you all. Another shout-out. Proud of you, Jonathan Baker from Nana and Papa in Thomasville, North Carolina. Good news is both teams will be playing tomorrow. Final score, Brooksville 34, DeSoto 27. It will be West Volusia and DeSoto at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, and Brooksville and Okeechobee in the winner's bracket tomorrow afternoon at 1. Until then, for all of us here at JockJive.com, I'm Mike Rideout saying so long, good afternoon, and God bless.